Hi Bio 107 students, welcome to Fall 2020. I'm Professor Fernetovich, your lecture instructor, and I am giving you here a lecture intro video. So welcome. I've been teaching at HCC for 14 years and I've been teaching online for about 5 years. I've also been teaching this online lecture for Bio 107 for several years now. This semester is going to be a little bit different, but I have some experience in this, so I'm sure we will get through it together. The first thing I want to say is that my classes are all asynchronous, and that means that we do not meet at a specific time. This is so that you can juggle your schedules. Some of you are working or have children at home who are remote schooling, and some of you just want the flexibility that this kind of thing offers. So we will not meet at a specific time. If you would like to Zoom or do a Google Meet or Hangout, by all means, I'm happy to do so. All of my classes are asynchronous, so that means I have a lot of flexibility in my schedule. I love teaching Bio 107, and I coordinate this class and make sure that it runs smoothly for not only my students, but all the students across the section. So I look forward to getting to know you this semester through our online teaching and working with you. I have up here a screenshot video of our Moodle site, and I want to point out a couple things. The best way to contact me is through email. I do have an office on campus and a phone on campus, but I am not going there at all. So email me anytime, any questions that you have. I love getting emails from students, and you are not bothering me. Please send me any questions you want. I have online office hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 10. But if another time works for you, like I said before, I am flexible and we can meet anytime. But online office hours are a little different than in-person office hours. What it means is I'm at my computer ready to answer questions or respond to you. We can do instant messaging. We can do Google Hangouts. We can do a Zoom meeting if you want. We can do phone calls. And if you want to talk to me on the phone, I can give you my phone number so we can do that. So flexibility is key here. I love being flexible. For our class, we start on a Tuesday for the college, and that will be our first day of the week, and assignments will be due the following Tuesday. So let's just look a little bit at the course outline here. I have on this page course announcements. These should go directly to your HCC inbox. I put important announcements in here. If you're not getting announcements to your inbox, you can adjust your settings so you do. If that's too much to handle, you just should check this regularly. The Community Help Forum is designed for students to interact with each other. I don't check the Community Help Forum. If you have a question for another student or you want to set up a study group, this is where you go for that. For extra help and other student resources, you can follow this link here. We have tutoring available on campus, online, I should say, and different ways to go about that. So there's a lot of help out there. I have a note here about technology requirements. You will need to be able to use the computer well. You need to have reliable internet access. All assignments should be submitted as a Word doc, PDF, or Google Doc. This little blurb outlines that for you. If you've got trouble with that type of thing, let me know. We have a great help desk at HCC, and they respond very quickly to instructors and students. Snoop Dogg here is going to tell you to read the syllabus, and I will click on this link to show you what that looks like. Here's our syllabus. Again, it has my contact information and a little bit about this course. Bio 107 is a fairly rigorous course. It's required for biology majors, and science majors often take it, and people going into the nursing program or the healthcare fields often need Bio 107 as a prerequisite to anatomy and physiology. We are going to be looking at the biology of the cell and everything surrounding that. The textbooks that we will use are the Hofnagel's Biology Concepts and Investigations book. This is sold through the bookstore with Connect Access. I want to point out that the Connect Access, that code that you get, is the most important part of this package. That Connect Access will allow you to access the virtual labs that are used in the lab portion of the course. So just getting this textbook isn't going to be super helpful. You need the Connect as well. With the Connect Access, you have access to an ebook and you can get a loose leaf copy if you want. We'll also be using this free online textbook called OpenStax Biology, and I'll be posting links to those readings as we go through the semester. So we're going to use both of those in lecture. As far as teaching procedures go, like I said, this is asynchronous. I post videos and readings for you to do. There will be some interactive assignments that we do as well. There's a lot of work for this course. Like I said, it is rigorous, and consider spending roughly 5 to 7 hours a week on the lecture portion of the course alone. That would be equivalent to our 3 hours in person that we would have for a lecture, and then extra time for studying and assignments. So time management is very important with doing an online course. You should set aside blocks of time in your schedule where you are available to work on this uninterrupted. It can be challenging, but it's very important that you give yourself the time and space to do the work. Grades are based on question sets and assignments and exams. Question sets and assignments will vary. Sometimes they are questions about the reading. Sometimes there's something a little bit different. Exams are held online, and this is new for Bio 107. I did this over the summer with students as well. Exams are closed book, closed note, closed internet browser, and we do use a proctoring service for exams. I'll give you some more information about that as we get closer to the exams, and I'll be setting up a practice assignment for you to practice with the proctoring. So exams will be given during a specific time period. I'll give you 3 days in which you should take the exam, and you can take it at midnight, you can take it in the morning, whatever works for you. But we will talk more about that as we get closer. There are 3 exams and a final for the class. Attendance for online classes is a little bit different than in person, of course. For attendance, I look on Moodle to make sure that you're logging in and interacting with the material. I have access to every keystroke that you make on Moodle, so I can see if you're submitting assignments, if you are clicking on links, and when I see that activity, I know that you're participating in the class. Please keep copies of all your graded work, homework, quizzes, course materials, just in case we run into any problems. I have a conversion between numerical scores and letter grades here, and some notes about how to get help. I will answer any questions you have, and we can set up Zoom office hours whenever you want, basically. But please reach out before you start struggling. I am happy to help you no matter what, and I can help you in many different ways with organizing your material to study, answering specific questions about the topics that we're covering. I'm happy to do that. A lot of times students think that they're bothering me by sending me lots of emails, but you're really not. In person, you would be asking questions in class, other people would be asking questions in class, and we'd have this dialogue of what's going on. And when we are online like this, we don't have that community with which to bounce ideas and questions off each other. So use the email. Definitely email me for anything. It is not a problem. I respond to emails very quickly. I try to do it almost immediately. So you can get in touch with me and you won't have to wait too long. Please note though, I go to bed fairly early, about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, and I wake up early about 6 o'clock. And between those times, I usually don't answer email. If you have any accessibility accommodations through the OSDDS office at HCC, let me know as soon as possible so we can make sure that everything is okay for you. I'm happy to work with that. Academic integrity is another important part of this course. I take this very seriously. Any cheating or plagiarism will be noted, and you will receive a 0 if you do that. So please ask me questions if you're unsure if what you're doing is correct or not. But I have found people cheating in person and online, and it is much better if we can just prevent it from the beginning. So please look over that syllabus at your leisure so that you can understand everything that's on there. You will want to go back to it. What I have here is a link to our secure exam proctor and a letter to students about late work. Now you won't have to work with this part for a little while, so we can ignore that for now. But this letter to students about late work is important. I want you to look at it. I am very strict about deadlines. I give students at least a week to do material, to do assignments. And when I have a deadline, I do not take late work. This explains why, and please read it and also make note of the due dates. I have a tab here for helpful resources. This is our textbook link. So please check this out, and by following the directions through this link, you will be able to link your Moodle site with the textbook website, with the Connect site. You'll also be doing this for lab separately with your lab instructor's Moodle site. If you have me for both sections, for lecture and lab, you will need to do this twice. So please do that for the lecture material linking to the textbook site. I also have a study guide here, extra resources, and some interactive videos that you may like to look at. And very shortly, I will be posting the rest of the material for week 1. So take a look at that, and you will see what you'll need for lecture. I recommend doing the reading first. And I always like to, even with online reading, have a little notebook, reading online on the screen and then taking notes here. Then later, one thing I like to do is type up my notes so I have them. I do provide lecture notes, and some of them are fill-in-the-blank type lecture notes, which you can do. Reading first is great. Make note of the words that are unfamiliar to you. Watch the videos when I post videos. Use your lecture notes to follow through on the PowerPoint, and then do the assignments as the last thing. So I look forward to answering your questions and getting to know you a little bit here on our Moodle site. Take care and see you soon.